Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go.
Oh, it's Theory. Hello. This is my suspect because of his suspicious eyebrows. Also, being the go-between with the police is asking for corruption. Hey Theory, it's me. Oh, now what brings you here, Miss Davia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House. So you caught on to the news of that already? Okay. Okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to pass on because I had done something wrong. Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already? I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambience of Pascon. You guys did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosla from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It'd be next impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. This man is more motivated. You can see it. If it's not him, I'm going to feel really embarrassed. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours? You here for some formal business? Yes, these two are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realise that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case. I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them. That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex? Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why'd you ask? You definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case. Well, you see, just recently we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So if you hypothetically want to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha's serial numbers and send them after me. Oh. Ha ha ha! You think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, then when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. Same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap, so whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this. Makes sense. Then you're officially in the clear, Theory. Oh, is it not him? Thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards. Theory is the person responsible for official contact between the Spina di Rosa and the guards. According to him, only the efficiently rich can privately own large numbers of Gardamex. So maybe it is the other guy then. But he apparently spent loads of his own money, helping them. I'll see what I can do for you and the Spina di Rosa when it comes to guard stuff, but don't go advertising it to everyone else, huh? Okay. Let's go and look for this guy. He should be this way. Oh, yes, Chadavis is the one we go to for pronunciation. That's how we know that it's actually Sudan. Is it Sudan? Sudan and Vacher. Something like that. How do you feel about Spina di Rosala? Oh gosh, am I saying that one wrong too? There's a non-zero chance. Oh no. Spina di... Is that not what I was saying? Spina? I was saying Spina, right? Not Spinner. Spina di Rosula. Huh? Wait, how is that different from how I was saying it? Oh. No. Oh, wait, no. Rosala? Oh, did I say Spina? It's a Spina, I see. Spina di... Rosala. Oh. Rosula. You might need to voice note this one too. I'm not getting it. Oh gosh. Me and my pronunciation. Terrible. Terrible. Okay. Hello, how may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navi is looking for him. Sure, I will let him know right away. I was waiting for a while. Marcel arrives in a hurry. Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit. It's alright, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right? Yes, I've never seen anything so strange. Oh, you were at the Opera House too? That's right, I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvellous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydra Arc on her own game, on her own turf, I can only imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine. Oh, Palmer doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards. Apologies, it's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics. Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed the other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water? This man does have the suspicious eye bags. Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now? Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act. Oh, and what makes you say that? We were attacked on Eriniers by some unnumbered Gardamex, and there were also attempts to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now. You're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us? Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confreer of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice. Thank you, Uncle Marcel, but I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case? About that, sorry, Mage is catching up with me. It'll take me a while to recall my memory. The confrery was responsible for the banquet, so I was out and about the whole time, making sure things are running smoothly. Didn't even have time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history. Oh! One gunshot. Oh, it was this guy. It's okay, you need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more, see if there are any more valuable clues somewhere. Sounds good, just let me know if you ever need more. All my wealth comes from Carlus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name. Marcel is the leader of the Confrery of Cabriere and was organizer of the banquet years prior. The Confrery and this... Oh, I should really listen to the voice note. Wait, did I say it wrong again? No! How was it? Oh, it's Sedine, not Sedan. I got the "s" but and then was it not? Oh, I gotta re-listen to it. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. Okay, let's see. You congratsing me on getting the sub part right. Well, I was calling her Sedan before, so at least the is the Sedine. And it was Vache? Maybe? Okay, it sounds like it should be Spina di Rosala. Maybe. I'm gonna go with that. The Spina di Rosala have always maintained a close working relationship. Though his recollection of the events of the case is quite foggy, he's willing to defend Navia. Yes, you did say it several times. It's also quite off-putting because obviously you're watching the stream, so the voice note contains my own voice in the background. It throws me off. You probably can hear me mispronouncing these words at the same time as Jordan Peace is recording the correct way to say it on top. Oh dear. I try my best, but my best is not very good. Oh dear. And he does have a bit of a suspicious mustache. It's the eye bag, it's the tired eyes that's usually a giveaway. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, he only saw one gunshot. Oh dear. Good enough. Give us what you had to find the right one among. Yes. Sfida di Rosola. Yes. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Okay, last, why do these kinds of things happen to the kindest people? Suspicious. Okay. Okay. Okay, anyway, where are we going? Oh, we're going over the clues with Navia. Navia? 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 I think she's up there. We're gonna climb the wall. Because we can. Seems like the easiest way to get up there. If we just... That's probably fine. Okay, we've talked to all three suspects, purely based on their conversations with me. None of them sounded particularly suspicious. Yeah, none of them really stood out as a suspect. I suppose that's to be expected, though if a single conversation is all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find. But where should we start? Jack's motive. Oh, you're right. Florent mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstances. That makes sense. According to Jack's family members, he already told them that he had been discovered and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit. So Jax fired the first shot? If I was Jax, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all. Oh, and why is that? Could he guarantee his safety after killing Callus? Could he guarantee his family's safety after killing Callus? His family's safety? Oh, it's a good point. Jax probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder, and once he was completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss. So what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father. See, the third person was the one who derailed everything. Makes sense, but without evidence, there's still just a theory. Besides Jax, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed. Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end? Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among these three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Marcel? He kept talking about Mora. Uncle Marcel? My father didn't really trust him and they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jax. And with funds on the contrary, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. It's still really hard for me to imagine though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child. Also, wouldn't this mean he's been spending a whole lot of Mora and energy to fight his own synth business? Maybe it was someone else. Oh. That's what she was already saying. I have no idea what I've been saying. I say it and it's out of my mind. I completely forgot. I think I was saying Spina de Rosola. Rosola? No, Rosola. I probably said Rosola. And this was Spina de Rosola. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Okay, I think Florent has the money. Thierry has the access. Okay, going off of the fact that I think it's Thierry, I'm going to click Florent first so we see what happens if I get it wrong. And if it's Florent, I'll be disappointed because I was least suspicious of him. Florent, if it's true that he was closest to it is true that he's close to my father and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jax. But as Spina di Rosola's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he wouldn't have had much means when it comes to finances. So you're saying is he broke to afford a mecha army? Exactly, he can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly. Maybe for someone else. Oh! Was I right? Either that or none of them were right. Theory, you say? It is possible he's figured out a way to convert the Gardemex for personal use, but I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. No! I also don't think he'd be able to keep up that kind of tampering under wraps. Yeah, had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's infantry. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened. Who could it be? I think. Oh. Wait. What did I do? What did I do? Did I make a fool of myself? What do we... Huh? What did I do? Did I just try and pronounce it differently and pronounce it the same twice? Did I get it wrong already? Or is this an unrelated Kaiko? What are we Kaikoing? Huh? What? Know that this is very distressing. I just point the child of people's done is done. Oh. Okay, at least this is a new me being silly. I thought I'd mess up the ones you'd already told me how to say. Thierry. What was I saying? Thierry. Was I saying theory? It's okay. It's only really disappointing when I forget, like, the third time. Like, I keep forgetting that Charlie's definitely told me how to say, is it Rotsley, like 3 times? I always forget. It's either Rotsley or Ridesley, and I honestly don't remember. I feel like there were 3 options, and I think I've just mixed, like, 2 of them together, so neither of those is correct. But at least this one was a new... Oh, I got another voice message. Okay, apparently it's Thierry. And the timing of that voice note is so funny because you hear me say, was I saying Thierry? And then Charlie saying it's Thierry. And yes, you were saying Thierry. Oh gosh. He's an English football player called Thierry Henry. Why would I know? Why would I know? He's French, but is he an England player? Like, does he play in the UK? But why would I know that? Why would I know that? Oh dear. Me and my bad pronunciation strikes again. Anyway, okay. Which of these suspects was ready to have committed the crime? Okay, let's see. 3 years ago, on a rainy night, banquet goers heard 2 gunshots outside the house. When they reached the scene, Carlos had a gun in his hands, and Jax had been shot and slain. Based on the investigations done then, there was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed and escaped, and Carlos was thus adjudged to have been the culprit. Jack's family believes that he had struggled greatly with the orders to kill Carlos. Did Carlos act in self-defense, or was there more to the incident? Florent, the advisor to the Spina di Rosola, claimed that he was very grateful to Carlos for his kindness, and he was also present at the banquet on the day of the case and can provide evidence that Carlos did not carry a gun with him when he went out. No. Thierry? Thierry is the person responsible for official contact between the Spina di Rosala and the guards. According to him, only the sufficiently rich can privately own large numbers of Gardamex. Marcel is the leader of the Confrérie of Cabriere, and was the organizer of the banquet years prior. The Confrérie and the Spina di Rosala have always maintained a close working relationship. Those recollection of the events of the case are quite foggy. He's willing to defend Navia. I mean, we gotta go for this guy, because he's my suspect. But I actually don't know. Okay. If we just consider the incident with the Gardamex, any one person can really fit the bill. This guy. Oh no! You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all. Could we be missing other suspects? Manus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to those three, did he? Manus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. He laid out his case for the three. The rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecca to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I am starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel. He is someone who's very close to you after all. Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating. The synth production base. Yes, Manus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky, but we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy. Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you. Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen? Yeah, news came from the Eriniers just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands. Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one? I know, but they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia. Tartaglia. Wait, child? I don't know how to say that word, we're just gonna ignore that. Wait, child? What, is that someone you know? How? What did he do now? Yeah, we know him, maybe even a little too well. Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the steroid experiences case. It's absurd, don't you think? Yeah, he hasn't been here that long. Wait, how? None of our investigations have anything to do with him. That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations. Right, because I think they've already found the culprit. Yep, and it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name. I understand well, partner. What do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence. Let's split up. Split up? What do you mean? You can go to Eriniers while I go investigate that place. I'm confident in my combat abilities. Wait, we don't get to defend, child? Oh. Just as suspected of my partner. Since it's a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Eriniers, leaving his home base wide open. You're right, this is our best opportunity. Alright then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me. Leave it to me. We'll help you just like you helped us in Lenny's trial. Mademoiselle, please allow us to accompany you. I'm ready. Mela Silva, when did you get here? We heard that you'd be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side. Thank you so much. Then let's make haste for Eriniers. Paimon, Kaiko, I'll see you at the Opera House. See you then. Oh, finding the information regarding the Gardamex and the investigation results so far, it can be concluded that there is only one person who can have a large number of Gardamex in his possession and run the synth business without leaving traces. This person's none other than Marcel. I mean, if you have that much money coming in for the synth business, you could spend a lot of money to hide that fact. Now that Navia's set off for Eriniers, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Oh look, we've been teleported, somewhere conveniently located. Look at that. Perfect. You played for Arsenal between 1999 and 2007. Oh, interesting. And his surname is what, Henry? Oh. I see. You're at Tartaglia. Yes. Tidalga, obviously you didn't know how to pronounce it. I still don't know how to pronounce that. And you found a Reddit about how Genshin mispronounces Tartaglia? Am I supposed to say the G or not? But yes. please do, because it's his like code name. I don't know. There's too many code names. We just go with Tile. No, G. Tartaglia? Maybe? I was gonna ignore that by diving into. Oh, there's a Sealy! It took 0 seconds for me to get distracted. 0 seconds. Oh dear. Okay. How do you do this? I forget. Ooh. Okay, let's go get the Sealy. Come on, Sealy. Oh no! I was too slow. That one ran away. Come back, Sealy. Oh, there's a magic fish at the other place. Okay, let's go, Sealy, go. Oh, where are they going? Huh? Oh, we got it. Okay. This is a bigger puzzle than I had anticipated. But that's fine. Probably. Ooh, what's this fish? What's the magic fish? Oh, a clockwork fish. Okay. Only grabbing the special fish. Oh, He sent me a voice note. Oh, yes. Is it on how you pronounce Tartaglia? Or however you're supposed to say it? I don't know, because I haven't listened to the voice note yet. Okay, let me have a listen. Okay, sounds like it's Tartaglia. Tartaglia. Something like that. Anyway. Oh no! Go back. I didn't want to go in the water. I wanted to see what that book was. There's a book. The book. Oh no, you get stuck. Okay. There's a book. This seems to be a record of the recipe that LaRouche used to make bait. Oh, there's this lady. My 634th day as director, 75th attempt at formulating bait after meeting the god of victorious line breaking. My attempts to analyze the bait samples failed. The highly alchemical process meant that the various raw materials were untraceable, and thus I was forced to combine them by myself. I combined the flesh of cider lake, irrigated sunsettias imported from Monster, along with slime condensate serving, using a standard amount for each serving. Results are not promising. The fish did not react at all, and this when they're liable to flee whenever things drop into the water. Sunsettias that the traveling merchant sells are incredibly expensive. That's 2 days worth of food money gone down the drain. Best not to buy from here in the future. My 635th day as director, 81st attempt at formulating bait after meeting the god of victorious line breaking. Further analysis has proven futile, and thus I press on with my own formulation. I combine sakura petals imported from Inazuma, preserved perfectly in ice blocks, with frozen up broken up fish, in the hopes that this would attract some vicious carnivorous fish. But the line breaker seemed uninterested, ignoring my provocations. Come on, at least swing your tail my way and tell me you saw what I did. My 636th day as director, 90th attempt at formulating bait after meeting the god of victorious line breaking. The researchers all suggest that I give up analysing the bait samples or commission a professional alchemist to do the job. I don't know anyone who could do that, so I continue the formulation process on my own. This time I used powdered dried hara fruit imported from Sumeru and combined it with buell fruit juice from the later season. I steamed the mixture over and over, concentrating it as much as I could. This was the strongest combination of aromas I could possibly have thought of. If I were to make a comparison, it'd be like setting up a big pot in front of someone's house that's stewing fish and radish paste that's been fermented for 5 years. Why, any sensible neighbour would have rushed out of doors to beat me senseless. Yet these line breakers seem to have lost all sense of smell. They did not react at all. Is my declaration of war simply too weak for them? In that case, I must seek out a curio merchant. I shall obtain the most flavourful items in the world, and I shall have a showdown with those fish, a battle to end all battles. Leah sounds like one syllable. Tartaglia. 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 Yeah. Tartaglia. Close enough. I don't know, maybe you won't agree. Okay. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Ah! Well, that was rude. Okay, well, let's heal up Seaweed. Ooh! Furniture chest! I'm still saying Leah. I know. Tartaglia. Leah. Tartaglia? I don't know how to not say it as 2 syllables. Oh dear. Tartaglia seems to be a made-up word for Genshin. 2 words. Tidal and algae. Ah. Tide alga. But I don't know that. But you see, I would defer to the VAs, except I have no idea what they say because I didn't turn the sounds on. So I don't know what they say. It could be anything. Anyway, we got 1 more Sealy. But I think we still need another puzzle of some kind. Okay. I think there's 1 more. Oh, there's some fruit! Okay, so I need to... Oh. Ooh. Okay. We do. Need this. I need this and I need this. Okay, what does this do? Oh, why goes this way? Ooh, ooh. Hello. Uh-oh. Oh no, I fell! Oh no. Okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. I got this. I got this. Okay. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Okay, go this way. Hello? Go this way. Huh? No! Why is this so difficult? Okay. Okay, I got this. Why am I being so bad at this? Like, it shouldn't be this hard. Okay. Phew. And now the Siri. You follow it back. Okay. I got very distracted here. We also completely missed boss time. So we could in theory do that before I go storming this base. As in, I probably wouldn't get to go storming the base. But I'm not sure I should go storming the base anyway. I don't know how long that takes. I am gonna go though, unless someone stops me. Because that's what the quest says. But we did kind of miss the skip boss time. Fair enough. I don't know if anyone else is here who would normally... I don't see anyone else who normally does boss time, but... Oh, according to Malice info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try and find the entrance. Oh, there's an Oculus somewhere. You're gonna draw your hair. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's go up here. I gotta try to looking for an Oculus. Can't really blame me though, as in this is perfectly in character. Oculus. Oh, there it is. Next to a duck. Nice. I won't steal the duck's eggs, considering I literally just saw the duck and it would feel a little bit cruel. But that's fine. Let's just go to this underwater place. And we've got about half an hour. Maybe we can do a bit. Hopefully it doesn't take more than half an hour. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I was like, why is it not working? I was pressing the wrong button, that's why. Okay. Let's go swimming. Ooh, we should probably try and grab literally anything. Any kind of, like, ability. Because currently, we've got nothing. But we can grab some flowers. Which is what I'm doing. I see some flowers, we're picking up the flowers. It would be a waste not to grab the flowers. But it would be nice. Oh, perfect. There's a, oh, there's one of these. And there's some fish. Fish are also good. Where'd it go? Ah, no. Hello? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is, a stingray. Oh, a stingray. I need to borrow you. There we go. Perfect. Ooh. Huh? Oh. We need two. So, like this. I need to do them both at the same time. Maybe. Okay. Let's try one like this. And one like this. And there we go. Grab this chest. And then go towards where we're supposed to go. Okay, it should be just down here. Somewhere. Ooh. Ooh. Finally found it. This is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all. Well, I don't want to stand out, but I'm sure what we find inside will be extraordinary. I'm sure what we find inside will be extraordinary. You're right, an important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navi is probably arguing up a storm right now to store for us. Meanwhile, inside the opera epiclares... Oh, we get to see it! Okay. Okay. This might interfere with our time estimates for, you know, investigating the, underwater base. Would appear I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. No, Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case? To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name, is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with the champion duelist Karan, right? Oh my gosh, child, no! But like, yes, but like, no! I've got to admit, it's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back, real disappointing. Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights. Oh, it sounds like the Hydra Archon was to lecture me on the way to the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle. No, that's not what I meant. Alas, it would appear the communications with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case. The case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man. Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again? Ah, I told you it could be one of the Fatui harbingers. Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behaviour last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than a standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections. Please, did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct? Oh, a young lady has charged it and offered to clear my name? How fascinating! Well, you've gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway, so I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now? You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead? That person is... Okay. This. Suspect analysis. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere. Huh? What? Confrérie? Never heard of them in my life. I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosala's sister organization? Oh, is it going to be friends to enemies type situation? Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man? Yes, I do. In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial. After some time, a shocked and confused Marcel is brought to the stands. Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney, is that correct? Apologies, it all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia. Very well, in that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges. I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case. Navia, do you really think I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember, both you and I ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at the banquet a suspect as well? I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of the case. Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about the case before I can explain my charge and reasoning. What happens if I click this? Oh, okay. I see, in which case I will recount the findings about the case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. Okay. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosala hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabriere. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect Callus holding a gun while his acquaintance Jax lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards investigating did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jack's life. The suspect did not dispute the conclusion and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by the champion Judas Corand in the ensuing duel and soon succumbed to the injuries. I forgot about this mechanic. I was also completely prepared to go charging into an underwater base, which I don't think is going to happen because court takes a long time. I will hold myself in contempt of the court. Ethel Beavis did it. Beavis did it. No idea what that's a reference to, but yes. You probably have given me a complex now. My pronunciations. So sad. That audience member is you. It's so valid though. Okay, these are the known facts about the case. The one with the motive to kill was Jax, not my father, and even so, Jax still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jax first and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. That's what I said! Yes. After the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Oh, maybe he didn't shoot a vial then. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea. Okay. On the day of the murder, the Spina di Rosala hosted a large banquet in the countryside estate. Okay. There's a cane that he was. Okay. Okay, no, this one is 2 gunshots. According to the narration. Okay, this. He did not carry a gun. No. Testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jax had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jax, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin. Decided to give up his assassination plan and sought protection from Callus instead. Okay. Yes. He didn't have a gun. Oh. Okay, no. It wasn't that. What's this? This is the one... Wait, this. Okay. Oh, no one else did it. Wait, no. Did not bring a gun with him. Okay, they're missing clothes. The assassin first shot Jax when he turned, then to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead. Nope, not the gun. Primordial Sea? A pile of clothing was found on the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jax as a costume to disguise himself. But now it's clear the clothes are proof that there was a third person at the scene and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jack's murder. This is the true version of events. Ooh. Success! Ah, so that's what happened. What you're telling me something as dangerous as water for the primordial sea has been used for all these years? What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jack's respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all. Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence. But I think I agree with everything Navi just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me. Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine 2 things. 1, do you have the evidence to back up your claims? I'm afraid not, at least not at this very moment. Boo. If you really don't have any evidence, you should just go home. I don't have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against the record of people who went missing at around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender. That makes sense to me. Once you knew Valette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction. Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today? Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again? Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial. My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense. I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually quite simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the culprit, the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosala was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back. Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case. What? If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with the Spina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosala would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was also able to become Spina di Rosala's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped out to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot and restore my father's truth and honor back to him. So you mean to say your father intended to die in the jeweler's ring? That's right. Do you have any proof? Of course. All you need to do is ask his opponent, Clorant. I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clorant, you should tell the truth about his sacrifice. So during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die? Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I have fought many battles and taken countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all to the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honour as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive. Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case. I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case. Right, well, what she said was fascinating, but kind of besides the point. Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case? Of course, Your Honour. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jax and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realised that they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial. So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child. Navia, it's one of your most endearing traits. No need to appeal to pathos. I would try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place? Oof, don't know what she can say to that. I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations, until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, you won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter. But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is? I suppose you're going to tell me anyway. It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Śnieżna when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever set foot in Fontaine. I do apologize, demoiselle. That was my mistake. No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records or ask my friends and family when I left Śnieżna for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart? Seems like she's got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him. I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life, but aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings and have stopped rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations. This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while the same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose family were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose images do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named... Vacher? Oh, so you do know that name. I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of. I was waiting for you to say that. A little while earlier at the entrance to the synth production base. I fear I might have triggered a whole thing. I don't think I can stop. I don't think I can stop. Or can I? Can I leave? What happens if I leave? Because I've only got 5 minutes left. Do I break the quest? Leave. Okay. Can I leave? Because this feels like a whole quest. This feels like a dangerous situation to be in. Oh dear. Okay, it's fine. It's a long thing. Thought so. Perfect, we've successfully left.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.